Nation, and welcome to another Top 5. And it's been a while since I had a Top 5. That's usually how I start out these videos. And if you've not watched any of my Top 5s, I recommend go checking them out because I think they're pretty awesome. Though, I mean, I'm kind of a biased source. Now, my Top 5s usually revolve around either a director, an actor, a franchise, or something else. And this time around, I went through the catalog of one of the great modern filmmakers, and that is Quentin Tarantino. And the reason why I started watching Quentin Tarantino was because I really wanted to watch all the Tarantino movies again. I was going to do Sam Jackson Top 5, but I was like, let's just do a Tarantino Top 5. So that's what I landed on. So guys, I hope you enjoy this, and remember, if you do not agree with my opinion, no reason to get all upset. You can lay out your comments in the conversation and the comments below. But if you're just gonna say some negative stuff, you can get on down that road. So let's begin. Quentin Tarantino was a director who he started out in Hollywood as more of as a screenwriter. His first film he ever wrote was a movie that would later become a true romance. The first movie he ever really got paid for doing was From Dusk Till Dawn. And so Tarantino has been in Hollywood for many years, and he got his big break really when it came to in 1992 when he premiered his movie Reservoir Dogs at Sundance. And people absolutely love Reservoir Dogs, and what Reservoir Dogs really came to Tarantino was it completely established Quentin Tarantino's style of film, the non-linear storylines, and all these other things going on in all of his movies. His really biggest Reservoir Dogs really opened the door for Tarantino, but Pulp Fiction took Tarantino to the next level, and without Pulp Fiction we do not have Tarantino today. Today Tarantino has made 8 films. He's a nerd. He says he only wants to make 10 movies. He thinks movies are really a young man's game. I don't agree with that because you still have directors like Martin Scorsese still making rock with Wolf of Wall Street. So I mean, I don't agree with him, but if that's how he feels, that's how he feels. So anyways, guys, let's begin this top 5 Quentin Tarantino movies with number 5. My number 5 is Kill Bill Volume 2. Alright, so Kill Bill Volume 2 stars Uma Thurman, David Carradine, Matthew Madsen, and Daryl Hannah. And the Kill Bill Volume 2 is the sequel to Kill Bill Volume 1. Now, a lot of people would probably say Kill Bill Volume 1 is a better movie than Kill Bill Volume 2. And there is a certain kind of, I can agree with a lot of elements of that conversation. Mostly because Kill Bill Volume 1 is it's a more fun movie. It's a more action-packed movie. The fight scenes in Kill Bill Volume 1 is great with the crazy 88s. But I think Kill Bill Volume 2 actually takes the movie up a level with the whole stuff going on with the story, with the character known as the Bride, who is one of my favorite scenes in this movie is when she's stuck in the coffin and she has to go back to she goes back into flashbacks and relives her training, and she's punching through the coffin. And one thing I love about that scene is just the epic musical score by Ennio Morricone, who did the scores of The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, all these classic westerns. And this musical score in this movie is incredible. And when she's punching through the wood, it's just so incredible to watch. Also, Bill plays a really great villain. I mean, it's a great villain that the Bride has to fight. And really, what I kind of like about Bill's character is that he realizes he messed up whenever his kid's been born, and it's a very story. Also, there was a great little speech about Superman in there, and he's absolutely right. That's actually Tarantino. That Superman is not a like heroes like Batman, or they're playing up the hero. They're trying to be, their persona is their superhero counterpart. Superman is always going to be Superman. That's who he really is. He's acting like Clark Kent. He's trying to fit in. And I absolutely love that little day. And there is other things about the movie. I understand most people would probably put Kill Bill Volume 1 at number 5. But for me, I have to go with Kill Bill Volume 2 as my number 5. My number 4 is The Hateful Eight.
You'd be surprised what a man that cold would do for a blanket. You wanna know what your boy did? I pulled my big black pecker out of my pants, and I made him crawl through the snow on all fours over to it. Then I grabbed me a handful of that black hair at the back of his head, and I stuck my big black Johnson right down his goddamn throat. And it was full of blood, so it was warm. Oh, you bet your sweet ass it was warm. And Chester Charles Smithers sucked on that warm black dingus for long as he could.
The Hateful Eight is a movie starring Samuel L. Jackson, Kurt Russell, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Walt Goggins, Tim Roth, and Channing Tatum. Now, this is the last film Tarantino has directed so far, and this is kind of a nostalgia to Tarantino's first movie, Reservoir Dogs. What I love about this movie is it's a big ensemble cast. A lot of Tarantino movies are big ensemble casts, but they're all trying to get away from the blizzard. They're all in this cabin, and they all kind of hate each other, and they're all just stuck in this cabin, and something's about to go down in this movie. One thing I really love about this movie was this movie has it's very classic Tarantino with the weaving in of you get the first 3 parts of the story, and then it goes into the flashback part where it explains of what these guys were doing, how they're trying to save Jennifer Jason Leigh's character. It's very incredible in this movie. And I mean, I'm gonna say this again. I'll say it another time and another time again. But Samuel L. Jackson and Quentin Tarantino are just magic together. Tarantino knows how to write dialogue for Sam Jackson, because this is his second best movie I think that Sam Jackson's ever been in. And just when he's when Sam Jackson is threatening the barkeep, he's threatening the old Confederate general. It's like, stop seeing pictures, don't you? It's just an incredible scene. He's so violent, he's so deadly. Also, Kurt Russell is awesome in the movie as well. He doesn't have as big role as you think he would, but he does a really good job. Jennifer Jason Leigh is a character who I believe she got nominated for a supporting actress in the Oscars this year when she will play this character, and she was really good. Tarantino knows how to cast actors. Also, but the character I really enjoy is Walter Goggins, who plays the sheriff character. Who the day I remember the most about this movie is the letter from Lincoln, and then the only other day was whenever Sam Jackson and him are hanging the Jennifer Jason Leigh. He goes, "As my first and last act of sheriff, I order this bitch to hang." Yeah, it's just an incredible movie. My number 3 is Inglourious Bastards.
My name is Lieutenant Aldo Rain, and I'm putting together a special team, and I need me 8 soldiers. 8 Jewish American soldiers. Now, y'all might have heard rumors about the Armada happening soon. Well, we'll be leaving a little earlier. we're gonna be dropped into France, dressed as civilians. Once we're in enemy territory, as a bushwhacking guerrilla army, we're gonna be doing one thing, and one thing only. Killing Nazis. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I sure as hell didn't come down from the goddamn Smoky Mountains, cross 5,000 miles of water, fight my way through half of Sicily, and jump out of a fucking aeroplane to teach the Nazis lessons in humanity. Nazi ain't got no humanity. They're the foot soldiers of a Jew-hating, mass-murdering maniac, and they need to be destroyed. That's why any and every sumbitch we find wearing a Nazi uniform, they're gonna die.
Inglourious Basterds, a movie starring Brad Pitt, Christoph Waltz, and Michael Fassbender. It's got some other actors in there as well. This is an epic movie. First off, this was my first movie I've ever watched of Quentin Tarantino. So for a long time, it was my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. And one thing I love about this movie is that Tarantino brings in a lot of foreign actors to do, because a lot of this movie is not in English. The main story of the movie is this French girl, and this French-Jewish girl who is trying to burn all the Nazis alive. She's trying to burn all these Nazis alive, and really, all her dialogue is mostly in French, and there's a few bits of English in there, but not much. And she's really good, and also there's some other actors in there speaking German. But yeah, I very much enjoyed that Tarantino brought in all these languages into the film, and also the thing I love the most about this movie is Christoph Waltz's character. Christoph Waltz plays such an incredible villain. I think he is one, I would go top 10 villains of all time. My favorite scene in the entire movie is that farm scene at the beginning of the movie. He walks into it, he just completely analyzes what's going on. It's an incredible scene. And then there are also other scenes at the end of the movie whenever he makes sure the Nazis die. He could have stopped everything, but he's like, no, I'm gonna let Hitler die, and then I'm gonna go live on an island. I mean, it's such a great villain. I mean, it's a villain for everybody, for the Jews, and even for the German people. I mean, such a great twist of a villain. Also, Brad Pitt's great in it. I mean, Brad Pitt's like, yeah, well, I'm from Tennessee. We're gonna go kill ourselves some Nazis. So let's get straight to it. I mean, this is all, and in the ending, this is how Tarantino want history to go, with them just mowing, with all the Nazis just getting blown up and destroyed with Tommy guns. I mean, what more do you really want in the movie? I mean, I love Inglourious Basterds. I mean, it is right there. It could be number 2, but I think I like number 2 a little more. And speaking of which, my number 2 is Django Unchained.
You didn't mention kneecapping.
Oh, God! Motherfucker! Definitely!
76 years, Steven. How many niggas you think you see come and go, huh? 7,000? 8,000? 9,000? 9,999? Every single word that came out of Calvin Candy's mouth was nothing but horse shit. But he was right about one thing. I am that one nigga in 10,000.
You motherfucker! Oh, sweet Jesus, let me kill this nigga. You ain't gonna get away with this, Django. They gonna catch your black ass. You gonna be on the wanted posters now, nigga. The bounty hunters gonna be looking for you. You can run, nigga, but they gonna find your ass. And when they do, oh, Lord, what they gonna do to your ass? They ain't gonna just kill you, nigga. You done fucked up. This Candyland, nigga. You can't destroy Candyland. We've been here. There's always gonna be a Candyland.
Django Unchained stars Jamie Foxx, Christoph Waltz, Sam Jackson, and Leonardo DiCaprio. I have to say, this was probably the last Tarantino movie I watched. Actually, it's the second last Tarantino movie I watched, because it took me forever to watch Jackie Brown, and Jackie Brown. But anyways, Django Unchained might be one of my favorite movies I've watched of Tarantino. The thing I like most about Django Unchained is that there is a complete and utter love and nostalgia to the spaghetti western genre. And that is what Django Unchained is. It felt like, because when I first watched it, I was like, yeah, that was a really good movie. I watched it again the second time for this rewatch, And after watching some of the other classic westerns like The Good, the Bad, the Ugly for a few dollars more, and realizing that Tarantino was paying nostalgia to the classic spaghetti western genre, and it's so cool. The music is great. Once again, Ennio Morricone does such a good job with the score of the movie. And the songs. It's also funny that this movie is a remake, and the remake is I heard the original is really boring, and this one is just it's a very fun bloody movie. And Jamie Foxx does a really good job. He plays this really classic Western hero. He's a character who's kind of he's a slave. He gets his freedom to help out Christoph Waltz kill a guy, and then they become bounty hunters. And Jamie Foxx is just he's just blowing people left and right. It's awesome action. If you like Tarantino's style of direction, you would really like this movie. And like I said, I love it more because I have watched a lot of the spaghetti westerns, so I can appreciate it from that. But also Leonardo DiCaprio in this movie. To think that Leonardo DiCaprio can play such a slimy and evil kind of villain guy who owns slaves and all that. He does such an incredible job in this movie. I very much enjoy DiCaprio. Also, Sam Jackson. Once again, Sam Jackson is great in a Tarantino movie. I mean, what else is new? And like I said, Christoph Waltz is incredible as well. I mean, it's so different from Glorious Bastards because he does have more humanity in this character than he does in any movie. And I don't know, it's just something about Christoph Waltz and Tarantino make really great magic together. I just don't know how else to explain it. So guys, the number one Quentin Tarantino movie it's of course, Pulp Fiction.
You read the Bible, Brett? Yes. Oh, there's this passage I got memorized. Sort of fits this occasion. Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness. For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Pulp Fiction is a movie starring John Travolta, Sam Jackson, Uma Thurman, Harvey Keitel, Tim Roth, and Bruce Willis. And I absolutely love Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction is, I think, one of the greatest films made in the 1990s. It's also probably one of the greatest films ever made, and I absolutely love this movie. This is the second time I've watched the movie, and I forgot how good this movie really was. Because for a while, Inglourious Basterds was my favorite, but Pulp Fiction is awesome filmmaking to its core. I mean, you have great acting in there you have great acting in John Travolta. John Travolta's career was dead. Pulp Fiction brought life into his career, and he was able to go on to that high for a few years. I mean, the dancing scene. This movie is just so iconic. I mean, I hate to use that word, but it is iconic. The adrenaline shot to Mrs. Wallace's character, Sam Jackson. Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. I mean, it's an incredible performance by Sam Jackson. Before Pulp Fiction, Sam Jackson was just that bumbling supporting character in Jurassic Park. Pulp Fiction was the movie that took Sam Jackson's career to another level. And that's why I absolutely love the hell out of this movie. I mean, Sam Jackson's character, the Ezekiel Bible verse, he's like, and I will lay down you great vengeance, and you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee. I mean, that picture of Sam Jackson and John Travolta's guns pointed to side, just shooting up. It's just an incredible scene. And also Bruce Willis is great in this movie. Bruce Willis this is after his high in the Die Hard movies, and Bruce Willis gives a really good performance as well in this movie. And the ending is great, and it's also a really great soundtrack. So guys, I love Pulp Fiction. Tarantino was a very hard director to do. It took me a while to get through this. I started it back at the beginning of the year, so I'm sorry this took a little long to do. And I don't know when my next one's going to be. I think I am playing with the idea of doing Tom Hanks. I'm thinking Tom Hanks or Harrison Ford. I'm thinking I'm going to do Tom Hanks next, but that's going to be a while away. So guys, if there's any actor, actress, director, or anything else you want me to do a top 5 of, comment below, let me know right now, and I'll think about it. So guys, what's your favorite film of Quentin Tarantino? What are your thoughts? Comment below, let me know. And guys, if you like this video, click that thumbs up button, subscribe to see more, tell your friends about Easy Nation. All too easy.